everybody. My name is Maria Alejandra Hernandez from G.C.M. Productions, and we are here with an amazing artist, Darrin Kenneth O'Brien, better known as SNOW. Hi, SNOW. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for being here. You know, at Quad Studio, we're here just recording a little something. So thank you for coming.
It is a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you.
As I say in Spanish, es un placer estar aquí contigo.
Oh, yeah.
And we are so excited about this interview. We have amazing questions for you.
Hi.
First things first, tell us a little bit about who is SNOW.
SNOW is when I put my hat on, then all the energy came to me. The hat did it to me. So, but SNOW is from Toronto, Canada. I was born in Toronto, Canada. And I was born just, you know, with my mother. And growing up listening to, well, rock and roll at first, but then I got into the reggae really hard, reggae music really hard, so when I was about 14. And then at about 21, that's when Informer came out. So I went to jail for a little bit. I wrote a song called Informer, then I came out and then I recorded it here in New York City. And it blew up and went #1. So that's where I got my introduction to the world, was that my first song. It's like, I didn't have like 4 songs or, you know, or shop a demo, just first song. And I was like, oh my God.
Informer went into the Billboard charts. It was amazing.
Yeah.
What made you write Informer? How did that come to you?
Okay, I'll go there with you. I went to a party. I was 18 years old, and I went to a party. And at this time, I wasn't a singer. My name wasn't even SNOW then, right? I just went to a party, and then when I got to the party was, there was a fire in the hotel. So everybody was kind of like outside. So I started singing, you know, a couple girls around. I started, started singing, you know, and the girls like, ah, and the guys were like, ah, you know, and the guy who punched me in my face, and then on. So then a lot of stuff happened, boom, boom, and then I got charged for 2 attempt murders because of that night. So, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It was, you know, somebody else that did it. So they charged me for 2 attempt murders. So I went to jail for the 2 attempt murders, and while I was in jail, that's when I came with that little piece. But I didn't write the whole song. I just wrote that little piece because I wasn't a singer then. I wasn't like, oh, I got a record, or I'm going to be a singer. It wasn't like that. I was just like, oh, I have this Informer, because I said, detective said I stabbed somebody, but really I didn't. So I said, Informer, you know, said, let me snow me out the blame, let me keep boom, boom down, take the money, said, let me snow me, stab somewhere down the lane, right? So, but I didn't really do it. So that's where it all came from, was that night, you know, and while I was in there, I was like, oh my God, my life is kind of like, you know, kind of like, it's going to be over for at least another 7, 8 years, 9 years if this, you know. So it was a really kind of depressing time, you know, at that stage. We're 18 years old, you know. But I was young, fresh. I knew I had years ahead of me, so I was young. But it was, you know, it could really get to you, you know.
It was tough.
It was tough. Like you're thinking, you know, there was no like, you know, when you plant to see a rose and you plant the rose and it down here and then that rose and it comes through all that mud and it comes through all that mud and it gets tired sometimes. This is always just mud. It's always mud. There ain't no sunshine. And all of a sudden the rose pops out of that thing and now it's in the sunshine. And you know what I mean? So that's how I felt. I felt like, you know, I was in the mud all the time, and then all of a sudden, boom. I wrote a song on Informer, and then now it's #1 in the world. Now I'm buying my mother a house, and I'm taking care of my father, and you know. So it was like at the most negative time of my life, where you're the most depressed. Like, I didn't give up, and I just like, you know, I kept the faith, and just boom, and then that happened. You know, if I could break that down to you a little something, I'm gonna tell you a little story quickly. You can edit it out, or you don't want to edit, you can do whatever. But there was a Chinese guy, right? He was in China, and he had a horse, right? And then the horse ran away. So then the next day everybody came and they said, oh, we're so sorry about your horse, it ran away. Right? We're so sad for you. He said, maybe. Next day the horse came back with 4 other wild horses. The town came and said, oh my God, you're so lucky you got 4 horses. He said, maybe. Right? Next day his son was riding the horse. Fell off, broke his hip, broke everything, broke all his legs, everything. Town came around and said, oh my God, you saw it. He said, maybe, right? Next day the army came around recruiting people. They couldn't recruit his son because he had a broken hip and everything, so he didn't have to go to the army. So you see what I'm saying? It's just maybe. It's like, don't get depressed or nothing, don't get nothing like that because things, you know what I mean? But, so I don't know, you could edit that out if you don't want to edit that out, you can edit that out. But go ahead, anything. I don't know why I had to go on that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love this. I was
Just maybe. So don't, like, if say you win $1 million. Oh my God, you're so lucky. Maybe. You don't know what's gonna happen. If my friends are all gonna hate me now, or my family's gonna come out of nowhere and try to take all my money and stuff. So just keep it like that. So when something bad happens to you and it's, oh my God, it's maybe something good's gonna come out of this bad, like it did with me. I did Informer. I'm thinking, oh my God, there's no maybes, and all of a sudden a maybe came, and I wrote the song Informer, and then
Amazing. Maybe you should turn maybe into another hit song.
Yeah.
What about that?
I think that song could turn into another hit song. Like, what would you call it?
I would call it Maybe.
Maybe.
And it will be like an inspirational song. Not because I'm doing this interview with you, but I find you as an inspirational person. And your story really inspired me, because I was reading about you, of course, before I of course, not everything. And you don't even know what to believe, because a lot of things they put in the internet now, right? So that's why I wanted to ask you, who is Snow really?
Who am I? I was confused there for a minute. I was really confused there for a minute, because I went to Montreal, and I was doing an interview in Montreal, and I was waiting on the phone, and they said, we have Snow on the other line. He was born in Halifax, Canada. I'm like, Halifax? I'm like, well, I've never been to Halifax. Right? And then I get on the line, they're like, you were born in Halifax. I said, yo, I've never been to Halifax. Where'd you get that from? They said, oh, we got it from Wikipedia. I was like, Wikipedia said I was born in Halifax. I had to phone my mom and dad, like, Dad, well, I thought I was born in Toronto, Scarborough. I thought I was a tough kid here, man. You wanted me to let me raise in So you can't believe everything you hear, but you can ask me anything and I'll tell you if it was real or not.
Exactly, and that's why I wanted to ask you first, before just reading it and assuming, Yep. So don't forget about me when you write Maybe, and it's like the next hit song, I can probably do some chorus for you, a Spanish chorus, tal vez, tal vez will be maybe, tal vez is in Spanish. I'm joking.
No, it's good. You can do it.
So, like I was saying to you, you are an inspiration. I believe that when we go through things in life, that is actually what makes us stronger. I also I want you to feel comfortable with me, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit. So I was diagnosed with a sickness that has no cure, and I also thought my life was gonna be over. And guess what? Here we are, and I am part of this amazing production interviewing Snow. And now you hear Snow's story, and what makes me believe is nothing is impossible.
No.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe.
So like I could have said to you, oh my God, I feel so sorry. You'd be like, maybe. Because maybe.
Exactly.
And it's how you say it, maybe. It's not like, oh, you won $1 million, maybe. That's a mean maybe. That's like, I don't know. No, maybe. Yeah, exactly.
Everything works for the better, right? Mm-hmm. Now, let's talk about con calma.
How do you say it? How do you say that word?
Con calma, con calma. We talk about Informer, such a hit. And now we have Informer featuring you with Daddy Yankee, Katy Perry. I mean, whoa. That's a huge maybe right there. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a maybe.
Tell us a little
bit. It's like, this song Informer's done. Maybe. Mexican over Daddy Yankee came now. He's got, you know what I mean? So, Playing Skills, the producers, they called me up and they were like, yo, Snow, we got this idea about karma and blah, blah, blah. And they played me a snippet of it. And I was like, oh, it sounds good. It sounds, it sounds good. But I want to hear what Yankee has to do to it. Because I'm not going to give it to him because it's Yankee. I love Yankee and I respect it. But if I don't like the song, I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, but So when they sent it to me and I heard it, I got chills. Right, and I'm not a chili person, like like Willie Cheesesteak. Willie, he likes chili and all that, But I got chills, and I was like excited. I was excited because it's a new time for me to see the world now as an artist. Yeah, like when '93, what did I see? I didn't really see too much. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have IG. I didn't see him dancing on with his little kid dancing, them two together, the mother and the whole family dancing. I never seen that when I was, when Informer came out. So I didn't know the fans. I didn't know if they liked it, they loved. I didn't know how, So then when this song came out, bless Daddy Yankee for doing an amazing job. But then I got to see the kids dancing and the mothers dancing with the kids and doing the routines and this, and I was like, oh, this is so, that's what it's about. before we didn't know the fan, we didn't see the fans. You know what I mean? So it wasn't, you know. Now you want to do songs like that can have a choreographed dance to it, to see these kids and see these people and dancing and stuff. So it's in a different time and it's in a different, you know. So it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. So I respected Daddy Yankee for that, because, you know, first of all, you don't have to do my song. Second of all, he don't need me on it. You know what I mean? That's his choice, saying, yo, I want Snow on it, you know?
Wow.
And he's huge, right? We know he's big, right? We know he's good, we good, whatever. And what I liked about him, because I don't care who you are, what you do, what you say. I don't care. I don't care how big it is. That don't matter to me. It's how you treat me. If how you treat me, I'm going to treat you the same way. I'm going to just reflect that to you. So when I seen him, he came in, and I first met, he said, girl, I've been hurt, now I need another lover, singing my song. And I'm like, that is it all. Because I did the song with him, but I did my part because I wasn't allowed in America that time. I was kicked out. So I did my part in Toronto. He did his part in wherever he did his part. The video in LA and whatever he did. So I didn't meet him. And I didn't talk to him. I didn't want to phone him. I didn't want to talk to him and say, oh yeah, what up, brother? Yeah, good job on the song. I didn't want that. I wanted to see him and hug him and give him show him real respect. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wanted to wait, you know. And so that was the time that I saw him for the first time in Montreal. We did the show together. And that's when he came in, and it was beautiful. You know,
That's amazing.
to see him humble like that too. I'm humble, and I like humble people. So when I see him come in singing my songs and doing this, and I said, this guy's real. He's real humble, and he's real. So it's a pleasure.
Do you know a little bit of the song in Spanish or not yet?
Oh no.
Like con calma. No? Okay.
I sang the song wrong. It's like I don't even want to get into that, but oh my God, I'm such a fool. Like when the song came out. I said, me and my wife is from South America. She's from Guyanese, right? But when she first came out, right? When the song came out, I said, okay, we're learning a word a day. We're learning a word a day. We're learning a Latin word every day. Spanish word, we're doing it.
Yeah.
And I don't have one yet. It took me a really long time to learn English.
Okay.
Right? I went to speech class my whole life for English. So when another language comes at me, it throws me for a whole new loop. It's like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is.
Now, we know reggae.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. I'm gonna be honest. When I heard the song first, I'm completely honest. When I heard the song, I really did not picture you.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe a lot of people have told you that before in the past, you know?
You're thinking longer hair, maybe?
With the you know, like a reggae, you know, and you know, you hear it, you get into the mood, and it's like, yeah,
and then it's
so
white.
cool, and then you're like, yes! I mean, when I saw it, I was like...
I'll tell you the same thing I felt like you felt. You felt, oh my God, he's white or whatever. I felt the same way. I just found out that, you know, Zorro?
El Zorro. Yes.
He's Irish. Nothing to do with Spain, nothing to do with Mexico. He's an Irish drunk. So I'm the same thing you said, like you're expecting this, I was expecting, you know, I'm like, yo, Latin, beautiful, you know, And then I read up and I learn about it, and he's an Irish guy.
It just shows that there's no boundaries when it comes to passion.
Yeah,
and it shouldn't be. There should be no passion. I mean, no boundaries when it comes to passion. And everything is possible, which I think is amazing.
Yeah. I'll do any kind of music. If you bring me Latin music and I don't like it, that style, I ain't gonna do it. I don't feel it in my heart. I don't like it. I'm not gonna do it because, I gotta do it because it's the #1 song and oh my God, no, we just have fun doing it, so yeah.
Now reggaeton.
Yeah, from reggae.
From reggae.
Of course, that's why they call it reggaeton, which respect due to that's
of course, because of reggae, now we have reggaeton. Are we gonna probably hear soon maybe some, I don't know, it doesn't have to be straight merengue, but who knows, maybe a little bit of like merengue, salsa. Am I pushing it too far?
Keep it going. I'm looking at him because am I doing it?
Right? Am I going far?
We might do it, why not? No, so actually we do have one song that he's releasing under DKO Musica, which is the division of the label, and it's a Latin salsa vibe, salsa Latin together and all, right?
Yeah.
O sea que tú eres de los míos.
Yeah.
Give me
And we got a new Latin artist who's gonna coming out soon. So I just like, I don't know, because now I know Yankee and Nicky Jams and all these people, I know them, so now I can help these younger kids in the Latin. Before I could never, if they came to me and said, yo, I don't know, what am I gonna do? I can't help you in that field.
Yeah.
But now we have we have a good connection with that with them, and so we got some Latin artists and stuff. So
can I make a big pause in this? I want everybody to pay attention exactly to what he said. Is, you know, he wants to help, you know, and that's a beautiful thing, because it shows a humble heart. It's like, you're there, but you also want other people to grow.
Yeah.
And you don't see that often. You know, what is pushing you to help these kids? What's
Nothing.
motivating you? Nothing. It's just you.
Yeah. There's nothing. There's no agenda. There's no. Wow. I'm doing it for nothing.
Amazing.
I ain't doing it for anything. I'm doing it for the pleasure of hearing the music and seeing, and just the pleasure of doing it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I love helping. I love helping, you know. Especially, I love helping kids. Kids are the most thing. You know, if you're 18, 20 you can go on your but the kids and the adults, the older guys, I like to help. So in my neighborhood, I put on a thing. In my neighborhood, I give all the kids knapsacks and school supplies, and I give them TVs and, you know, everything I can do to but I don't put it on the news and call the news and say, yo, come down, I'm doing this event here and I want you to put it on the news. You know, I do that just to get more people aware of it, to know then they can send me more stuff. I want everything. I want to give it to them. Like, I go to the Warner Brothers, I go to the record companies and get all the new CDs, all the new albums out, everything. So then I bring it and I get it back to my neighborhoods, and, you know, so I try.
Well, thank you for what you're doing. And there's a saying, my mom used to say this a lot, and she still does. She says, whatever you do with your right, don't let your left know about it. And is beautiful, because you have to think, you know, if you're doing something, you're doing it because you want to do it.
Yeah.
You don't need
I won't do anything. I won't do anything if I don't want to do it. I don't do nothing for nothing. I don't do nothing for Instagram likes. I don't go do a song because this guy's hot and he's got the #1 song in the world. I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't care about anything. If I love it and I love it and I'm having fun doing it, I'm in 100%, and you got me 100%, and I'll do it, and I'll back and everything. So I don't know. I just want to. Whatever I can do. Whatever I can do and helping and just having fun and being fair and real, you know, because I have friends that for my whole life, I had like my whole friends since grade 2 and grade kindergarten, and I got a whole bunch of them, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there ain't no changing in my game. There ain't no slacking, there ain't none of that. It's just real, and let's just do it and
keeping it real.
Yeah, because imagine that if I have these friends since 2 years old, and then all of a sudden Informer comes out, and now I switch and I change and I act a little different. These guys are gonna know. Yeah. And when I have to come back down, they're not gonna be there for me because I've acted the fool. You know? So I kept it 100 the whole time since Informer all the way into Kankama. That song came out, and I still, every song that comes out bigger makes me more humbler. Every bigger song I get more humbler. Like, I had an attitude before I was Snow.
Yes?
Oh, what?
We want to know about that.
I had my Mickey in my back pocket. I was just walking. I had that attitude, you know what I mean? So then when I went to jail and blah, 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 and the Informer came out, and I was like, oh, God, I got to humble myself. I got to calm my, because Snow thinks he's this, but Darrin thinks he's that. So it really humbled me, and it just kept humbling me, and that's it. And
being humble. Yeah. What I have learned, I think we all have learned from Snow so far, and it's beautiful, is that humble heart. And not only that, but like I said,
but anybody can say it.
Inspiration.
It's real.
It's about you actually went through something. Mm-hmm. You went to jail. How many people that have been in jail think that their life is over and they stood there? Mm-hmm. You know, I want you to tell them a message. All those people that went through what you went through and are probably going through what you already went through. Tell them something inspirational.
Pure. Just be pure in heart. Don't have an agenda. If you're trying to get into the music because you want money, don't do it. If you're getting to me, you want girls, don't do it. You know, so just have the pure heart. And, you know, like I said, when I was in jail for that time, I was going through that, you know, and I couldn't hear nobody. Oh, it's gonna be okay. I didn't know. Maybe it's okay. I gotta go to court. What do you mean it's gonna be okay? I got 2 attempted murder charges, and then it was okay. You gotta live in the now. Right now. That's new. That's fresh. That's new. See that? You gotta live in the now. A guy has 3 problems, right? He only has 3 problems. He can't pay his mortgage, he can't pay his cell phone, he can't pay his car bill. Only 3 problems he has. Every month he's sick. He can't. I don't know if I'm gonna get my rent. I don't know if I can pay the bills. He's sick. He only got 3 problems. He's sick. He's sick. He wins $100 million. All his problems are gone. Of course. He only had the car payment, the phone payment, and the house payment. He got all the money now, so all the problems are gone. But then he gets $100 million worth of problems. He gets that boat and he says, oh my God, is that boat gonna sink? Who's gonna take my money away? Who's gonna tax it? You know what I mean? And now he's got 100 million problems. Before he had 3. He wished for that $100 million, now he's got 100 million. So if you got 2, 3 problems, just don't worry about it and don't start dwelling on it and get sick over it and just start thinking about it. Like relationships. Like I'm gonna sit here and think, oh my wife doesn't cheat. What are you thinking about all that for? It hasn't even happened. Do you know what I mean? Like you're worrying about something that could happen and you get sick. So don't worry about stuff that you can't, and just don't worry about it. Don't worry so much and just that's it. It's really easy. Really simple. That's all I say. Just breathe.
Breathe.
Yeah, take a breath.
Take a breath.
A deep breath.
And live in the now, right?
Oh.
Well, that was very beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't even really think I talked about me too much. I was talking about some other
you went completely inspirational, but I love this because I
yeah.
want everybody to see this side of you as
Yeah.
well. You know, it's inspirational, and we need more of this in this world. We need to really listen and hear real stories. Real people, real stories, and in the now, right?
Nobody got a heart like me. I don't know. There's people that have exactly the same heart as me, but they can't be bigger. They can't be bigger than mine. I'm telling you. I love, and I love, and I love.
Oh,
I love and I love.
that is so good.
And I love my wife.
Oh, please tell us your wife's name so we can say shout out to the wife.
Her name is Tara.
Tara.
Yeah, Tara Singh.
Ooh.
Right? Her last name was Singh, right? Tara Elizabeth Singh. Right? So when she married me, now she's Tara Elizabeth O'Brien.
Oh.
Her name is more Irish than my name. She became more Irish than I did. She's like Tara, and the hill where all the kings get the crown is the hill of Tara.
Wow.
So that's where we went for our honeymoon. It's the hill of Tara, and little stuff. So.
Well, we just want to give a huge shout out to this amazing woman, Tara. It's a pleasure to know you just by listening to Snow. So blessings to you. And now I want to know, Snow, about what's coming, because I know you've been working with a lot of things, right? Tell us about what's coming. What are we gonna hear from you, or any new productions? Tell us.
Yeah, well, we got the DKO music coming, so we got a couple things coming through that. We got a song, Fallen, that's coming out, and we have another song called Together, right? And them two are coming around the same time, boom, boom, boom. And then we got a song where we're doing down in Dominican Republic. We're going down there tomorrow to shoot a video and a couple of days from there, whatever. But we're going down there. That's more of a reggaeton song. That's more of the Latin artists and stuff. So a couple of them are like, Snow. So, it's fun. So we'll go down there, And so that song's coming out. I thought the song was called Bang Bang, but now I took the G out. They made me go in there and take the G off of the bang, and they made me do Bam.
Bam
so,
Bam.
So I thought the song was called Bang Bang. Now it's called Bam Bam.
Yeah, Bang Bang, it sounds like Bang Bang, That's
what they were saying.
Yes.
Yeah, so Bam Bam means like whatever, something.
Bam Bam.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
Yes, that's what the song is called, Bam Bam now.
Bam Bam.
Yes.
Well, we cannot wait to hear Bam Bam.
Yeah, it's good. We're going to shoot the video. The video's going to be fun,
Cool.
And my wife says, what are you doing in the video?
Oh.
but she's not jealous, but she's not like, like she can't worry about worrying. That's, you know what I mean? It hasn't happened. You're going to worry about something that hasn't happened, But what I liked about Con Karma was the video, right? And when I saw the video and I saw the girls, how they were dressed and how they were dancing with the hoodie and the outfits and all that stuff, I liked it a lot. And I was that's what I like. I don't want a bunch of girls, you know what I mean? Or whatever girl, guy, whatever bathing suits and all that kind of stuff. Not at my age. I'm like, all right, boom, you can dance behind me and do all that kind of stuff nicely with some hoodies on and stuff, but other stuff is it's perfect. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be beautiful,
Well, we can't wait to hear Bam Bam and to hear everything else that is coming.
Yeah,
like Maybe.
Yeah, maybe's coming soon. Right?
I'm pushing it there,
Yeah.
just joking. I think it's amazing because your story is amazing.
Oh,
So
thank
just maybe think about it.
Yeah.
But I know that we're gonna hear so much from you. I know that the future songs and everything else, just like this one Con Calma with Daddy Yankee, is already,
Crazy.
top chart, Billboards, Latin Grammys, is already there. So I know everything that you're gonna put your heart into it, which is in everything.
Yes.
It's gonna be such a blessing.
Yes.
And we're gonna be here to support you. 110%, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yo sé que todos los latinos estamos aquí para estar contigo, and you have our back, okay? I mean, we have your back, sorry.
No, I got you. You said it right first.
Okay.
You said it right.
You
I
got
got
each
you.
other.
Sometimes I speak Spanish, so sometimes when it's kind of like,
Yeah,
so.
no, yes. But you're right. What you said, I got your backs because it's such a pleasure for your culture to accept, and they accepted me before this song. They accepted me back in Informer and stuff like that, and they've just always showed me love and respect. And it's like I get more respect from any other culture except for the whites. Whites, you know what I mean? I get everybody love, but
We adopt you.
yeah,
Come
I
over.
yeah.
We're gonna call you. We say Kenneth. We say Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Or
Yeah.
O'Brien. Kenneth O'Brien.
Yeah.
I'm being too extra right now. But no, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you for inspiring us.
Aye.
And for also being an inspiration, because this is what we need. We need people that inspire us, that are real, and that tell us the truth.
Yeah.
So thank you. We
So-
appreciate you. Thank you for this amazing time. I had so much fun.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being you.
Yeah. I thank myself sometimes for being me because I could be somebody else easily. I could be somebody else really easy. And sometimes I thank myself and say, you're good, Darrin. I can look in the mirror and say, you're good. I look in the mirror, but my eye is a little sore right now. So sometimes I don't look in the mirror today. So I just say, I give it a one eye wink. I give it a one eye wink in the mirror and say, yes, no, you're doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm all right.
That's good. So I hope to interview you every time
Yes.
for every single song you have, hopefully.
Yes. Thank you.
And may God bless you abundantly. I see it already. It's going to be
Aye.
huge for you.
Thank you.
Many, many more blessings.
Aye.
Such a pleasure. Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you so much, everybody. Muchísimas gracias. Here again with Snow.
Boy, I will do anything just for Informer. Say that I miss me, I go blank. I get them doing down. Take them on the say that I miss my steps somewhere down the lane. Anyways, finish what you're gonna say.
Boom, boom, girl. Hey!